Now let's talk about the US-China trade war. It is escalating. China has been stepping up the pressure. It is cutting down exports of a critical resource, rare earth metals. Now, rare earths are used everywhere these days, from semiconductors to smartphones, to EVs and even missile systems. China dominates the supplies of rare earths, and now they are cutting back. Today, China announced new export curbs. It says it wants to block military use of rare earths. But these rules will affect global supply chains, especially for high-tech companies in the United States. The timing is important. The move comes just days before new trade talks with President Trump. Look at what these new rules say. Now, China says that they will block the sharing of key technologies, and this includes anything which can help countries set up their own supply chain of rare earths. The nature of this crackdown is sweeping. Factories have been ordered to not transfer any manufacturing equipment abroad. Even technicians have been targeted. Many of them were asked to surrender their passports. They cannot travel abroad. So this is not just about raw materials. China is locking down the entire rare earth ecosystem, from mining to technology to expertise. Nothing leaves the country. And here's why this matters. China dominates the global rare earth industry. It controls almost all stages of the supply chain. Now take dysprosium, which is a key metal used in high-temperature electronics. China refines 99% of the world's supply. There's just one major plant that does it, and that plant is in China. So the dependence is total. This makes other countries, especially the US, very vulnerable. American companies could be hit hard. Tech giants like Nvidia and Apple rely on rare earth imports. Under the new rules, they may need dual clearances, one from Washington and one from Beijing. China is doing what the US did earlier with semiconductors. It is using rare earths the same way America used chips, as leverage and as control over supply chains. Clearly, China's moves are aimed at the US. The Chinese have even reached out to India. Reports say that China made a direct request to New Delhi. It asked India not to divert any of its rare earth supply to the US. So China wants to block alternate routes. It wants to make sure no one else fills the gap. Earlier this year, Indian manufacturers faced a similar situation. They were unable to procure rare earth magnets from China. Now, this has pushed India to think about alternatives. Reports say that India is working on a new incentive scheme. The goal is to build rare earth magnet production at home. The government is planning to spend 7,300 crore on this program. These magnets are used in electronic motors and defense equipment. Right now, India imports nearly all of these magnets. But demand is rising fast. It is expected to double by 2030. India wants to produce 6,000 tons annually, and this would reduce imports and create local jobs. The scheme will also support startups in the sector. So what are we really looking at? A shift in global supply chains. Countries are moving to secure their own critical minerals, but these alternatives won't come about overnight. For now, China is one step ahead, and it is using rare earths as a strategic tool, like oil was used in the past, like semiconductors were used recently. Now magnets and rare earths are the new leverage, and China is showing the world that it knows how to use them.
Want the facts?
The latest developments?
News that gets straight to the point.
Well, we've got all three just for you. This is Firstpost Live, a brand new show, your window into what really matters.
Don't miss it.